This is Captain Chris reporting from the parking lot, Isle of Palms Marina in South Carolina, a little bit north of Charleston. I'm looking at this broken down bus. Wanted to show you a couple of things about it, the reasons that it broke down. This is a Detroit Diesel Series 60 engine, and it's reverse mounted in the bus. It's called a pusher. Looking over here to the left, you can see the radiator, and you can see what used to be the fan. The fan is absolutely destroyed. You can see parts of it laying here on the back bumper. There's a couple of pieces and a couple of other pieces laying down there on the ground. The reason that the fan destroyed itself is one of the bolts on the shroud for the fan case on the air-cooled radiator came out and dropped into the fan blade and just destroyed the fiberglass fan blade. So looking at that, and I heard a solenoid, so I don't know if they're going to start the bus, but you can look at this right angle change right here where the belt on the bottom of the engine comes over here, goes into a 90-degree gearbox that then turns that fan belt that turns that fan. So that's the way the air-cooled radiator works on this. But also, let's look at a few other things. We're talking about vessel maintenance aboard your boat. Look at these two belts. You can see that they're not exactly tight, and with my finger you can see how loose they are. And remember, I'm just playing with this. I don't know if he's going to start the bus. So those are two belts going to the fan belt, fan blade. And then over here on the other side, you can see this giant refrigerant compressor. This is a Freon compressor for the air conditioning system aboard the bus. It's a 56-person bus, so that's a giant compressor. Now let's look at these belts. First, looking at the belt, you can see it's frayed and ugly. You can see that, and I'm going to touch it with my finger. Look how loose those guys are. So those guys are loose. Come over here a little bit and look at this one. See how loose they are. So those are bad. And then some other things to pay attention to. Look down here. They're rubbing on the metal. So the back of the belts are rubbing on the metal there. And they're rubbing on the metal there. And something that we can't figure out, that looks like a 1-quart oil container with oil in it. So I spoke with the driver. He doesn't know why that's there. He doesn't know if the motor pool put it there or another driver put it there. But it's obvious that the belts had worn down through the plastic container and just have a little bit of oil left in there. So looking at this, we want you to look at this engine and see all the things that can be noticed visually, even if you're not a mechanic. And then start looking at the things on your engine. If there's obvious concerns that you can see, even though you're not a mechanic, obvious concerns that you can see that you can take care of. Look how loose those are, and look how loose these are. So if you want to learn more about maintenance, call Captain Chris. Join us for our maintenance systems in Vero Beach. Ask Captain Chris.